first opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call.
At the 12-yard line. A good rally to the football. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
On the return, Jackson. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 6 and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Allen looking deep down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play here for Buffalo.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter run.
And all of them confirmed that can be a problem. Think of it this way. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart at time and find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Jackson now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, nice job.
But let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's Hill on the return. Take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan, everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Nagar's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Allen going to throw. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. Well, Charles, I guess you have to give some credit to the fact that they rallied and made the tackle, didn't allow 2 points to go the other way there.
Find that silver lining, because what happened prior to that was not positive. Go for 2, fumble the football, give up a return, but you're exactly
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Open man here. Schwartz complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back them up 5. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space here. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off.
Side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the...
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and 11 now. And again, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to Biggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Rumph, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 9, Allen completes it to Davis. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Allen off the play fake. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now in the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Powers through him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 109 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. First down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They go with Chubb on second down. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and long field. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Yeah, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Allen to throw once more. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Allen, got to have this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. Nagar now for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, Allen. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen's throw is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Throwing is Allen.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.